With electronic health records, online appointment scheduling, and online test results, physicians with Novant Health tailor care to fit all patients.
Good to see you.
All right, let's have a listen.
Anything wrong?
Everything's perfect. For you.
It's just one of the ways we're making healthcare remarkable. Visit our website to find a doctor right for you. Novant Health.
Welcome to the reservation in Gaffney, South Carolina for the Youth Football Alliance of the Carolinas 6G State Championship game as the Chapman Panthers take on the Gaffney Indians. Hi, everybody. Fred Cunningham from 7 on your side, along with Brian Bratton, the former Furman standout and Baltimore Raven. And, Brian, we got these 6th graders in this championship game, and I know that for Gaffney, while a lot of their players obviously come here on Friday nights to watch football games, when you play a championship game on the big field in the big stadium like this, it's got to be a great thrill.
It's a great thrill. You know, it doesn't matter what level you're playing on. Getting to that championship game is valuable. It's invaluable. Kids work so hard. Coaches work hard. The fans, they're there supporting all season. So when you get to that championship game, everybody's emotion, everybody's intensity, it all goes up a notch. And, I mean, these kids, we saw it in the first game, that they're just excited to be here, excited to be on the stage, and they're laying it all on the line out there.
Obviously, we got a great tradition of playing great football here in Gaffney, but you talked about Chapman, and that Inman community had a team in the championship game we saw in our first one.
Yeah, they came in here and played well. You know, we all know about what this stadium is and the reservation and Gaffney and how successful they've been. But Chapman came in here and act like, you know, they were ready to take that over themselves. They didn't come out with the win, but they definitely had a lot of good players. You got to watch out for them in the future.
All right, well, we're going to have a nice game right now. We've got not the best of weather conditions today, but at least it's dry for the most part. And we've got just moments away from kicking this one off. We're waiting to see the Gaffney Indians take the field. There's a good look at the Chapman sideline. As you can see, the Panthers dressed in their familiar blue pants with the white jerseys and the blue helmets. And we are getting ready for the appearance of the Indians. And here is Bob Mahalik.
Well, just to add to the drama, we've got a little bit of a weather situation down here on the field. It is still about 62 degrees as we head towards sunset, but the rain has started to pick up throughout the day, and now it's coming down reasonably hard. And so it's going to be a little bit of a slippy track for this championship game. And I tell you what, the rain's not going to dampen any of the enthusiasm. Both coaching staffs, as they send their teams out in the field, say the magic words at the end of their speech. Let's go have some fun.
All right, Bob, thank you. And to the familiar theme you know best from 2001, or also if you watch the Gamecocks play as the Gaffney Indians come to the field and they gather right on that huge G right there at midfield. And we're just about ready to get this one underway. Coin toss has already happened, and Chapman will be getting the football first, and they will be moving from the left to the right. As you see those, if you come here on a Friday night, those uniforms look awfully familiar. And of course, these players, 5th graders and 6th graders, they'll be having a chance to play on a Friday night here as soon as 3 years from now.
It's crazy. You look at these young guys, and they were probably here Friday night for the playoff game, and they've been here every Friday night cheering on Gaffney High School. Their goal is to play for Gaffney High School. That's what every one of those young kids are saying, and I'm just so daring to say that a lot of them will be playing for Gaffney High School, and they'll probably be playing pretty well.
Getting ready to kick off here is number 79, Connor Brown. He's going to put it up in the air for Gaffney. Good crowd on hand in spite of the not ideal weather that Bob just talked about for us. So we're ready to get this one underway. 8-minute quarters here, and the ball is in the air, and actually it didn't go very far, kind of a short kick, and it's going to be fielded and fallen on right there. But it'll be decent field position for Chapman the first time they had the football. It looked like fall on the ball for them was Tyler Rogers. He is a 6th grader. First down and 10 for Chapman. They start at their own 43-yard line. And on first down, they're going to have a sweep to the right side. This is Micah Oslund, and Oslund is going to actually hit that first down marker, and a little bit slow to get up as a result of that, as he picked up right at 10 yards, and that's going to be good enough for a first down as he gets into Gaffney territory at the 47.
Check out this run right here. Great run, but what I want to attention to, we just missed on the replay, was the set, the offensive set that they were in. It really, if you watch college football today, they copied the offensive set to a T, came out with a pulling lineman and had a chop block to spring the running back. Great play.
Second down and 1 after that 9-yard pickup. And this is Ben Rollins, the quarterback. He will keep it. He'll get the first down and more, 45, 40, and he's going to go finally out of bounds. They will mark him out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. It almost looked like a broken play for a moment, but whether or not it was still good enough to get a first down.
Here's a look at it. It's almost the exact same play, but they faked it,
Yeah.
and the quarterback kept it and ran the other way, a little misdirection. Two plays, two consecutive first downs. Chapman's got something going right here.
On first down, 35, about 4 or 5 yards. We'll see where they marked him out of bounds, but that was Silas Phillips.
They've had 2 consecutive plays that got them first downs. Now they still had success on first downs, an 8-yard gain. Now they're looking at second and short. I tell you what, these players are working for Chapman. If they can just keep it going, keep chipping away, they'll find the end zone in no time.
Rollins, the quarterback, looks to throw for the first time. Will put it in the air. It throws in a kind of double coverage there. It's going to fall incomplete. Downfield, that was Micah Oslund.
Same set that we've seen the 2 run plays out of.
Third down and about 3. And they're going to do the direct snap to Phillips this time. He's in trouble. He's going to cut back, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at about the 35-yard line. Kind of interesting. They had the running back and the quarterback both had their hands waiting for the football, and they direct snapped it to Phillips that time instead of Rollins, but he's dropped for a loss.
But we got to give great effort on the defense from Gaffney. They wrap them up, they cut off, make them choose direction, and then the linebacker comes and fills the gap.
Cameron Dillard was in on the stop. That's a good look at number 57, Luke Mabry. But it's now 4th down and 10, so that was a loss of about 7 yards. But the Chapman offense still is in there. Rollins, who's setting up in the shotgun, looks to throw again. He's under some heat, gets away from one defender. He's at the 30, still on his feet, makes a dive for the first down marker. He actually hit the marker. We'll have to see where they gave him forward progress to. They're marking it indeed. So what a great effort by Rollins to get the first down.
Great effort. He sniffed it out. A lot of quarterbacks maybe would have stepped out of bounds right here, but he wanted to get that first down.
So with Rollins' run there on 4th down, just got that first down. They spot it at the 24. He looks to throw. It has a completion outside, but it's going to be dropped, it looks like, for a loss. Although actually a pretty good job by Tyler Rogers after that catch to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, or at least he lost yardage on the play, but it could have been a much bigger loss than it was. He lost about 3.
Yeah, he caught that ball and kind of bobbled it. Like I said, the weather does have an impact on balls, especially when you throw it. But he did a great job minimizing the loss right here. Now you're looking at second and long, second and about 13 rather than maybe second and 15, 16, even 20.
Halfway through our first quarter here. Chapman on the drive. Loss of 2 on that play, so second down and 12 from the 26. 3 receivers to the right. And we've got our first penalty flags of the ball game.
Still time on that play clock, so it wasn't a delay of game.
False start against Chapman.
5-yard penalty, still second down.
Cost them another 5 yards, and that just makes the job a little bit tougher. Now they're looking at second down and about 17. So Rollins gets the play from the sideline. Plenty of time on the play clock, 30 seconds to go. Of course, going this methodical, you know, this is ball control. This is keeping it away from Gaffney.
It definitely is. Now you're almost eating up the whole first quarter and only one team's had a possession.
Rollins will cut it back up, and he's going to be dropped at about the 35-yard line. So this drive, which had a great play just to keep it going on that 4th and 10, has been going backwards since then. That's another loss of yardage there. It's all the way back to the 35-yard line, and a timeout is being taken by Chapman. It'll stop the clock with exactly 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. But they're looking at third down and a long way. They got to get the ball all the way to the 14-yard line to keep the drive going.
You know, the Gaffney defense has really stepped up to the task. You see on this tackle right here on your replay, they've swarm tackled, they've gang tackled, and they've gotten Chapman running backs down to the ground. Now, this is a huge play for Chapman. It's third and long, but it's also a huge play for Gaffney. If they can stop them right here, they'll halt the early success that Chapman's had in the first couple plays.
Youth Football Alliance of the Carolinas exists to offer a safe experience for youth with an emphasis on football alliance safety and training to ensure an equal playing field for all communities, organizations, and youth involved from a physical, mental, emotional, and social maturity level. Check them out online at upstateyouthfootball.com. Maybe you can get involved. So third down coming up for the Panthers. They had a first down from the 24, but now they're all the way back to the 35. So you're looking at third down and 21. Rollins has 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen. He will roll in that direction. He'll put it up, has a man on one-on-one battle, and it's caught. Wow. Great catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Micah Oslund.
Great successful play. You see, you got one-on-one. We always teach receivers, just because there's one person out there, you're not covered. Makes a great play, and it's even a greater play when you think about the type of weather that we have out there. You see the rain falling. Great concentration, catch and run.
Extra point kick is up, and it is good. So Rollins drills it through, and an excellent opening drive by the Panthers, who chewed up more than half of the time on the first quarter and ended by getting to the end zone on a tremendous, really a drive that was mainly about 3 plays. They seemed to go backwards a lot, but they made 3 huge plays, including the touchdown.
That's right. They had some success early. They had a couple, penalties that set them back, a couple of lost plays that set them back. One big play.
Rain really coming down hard now. Had just a little bit of light rain during our first game, but it's really come down here to start this one. 6G championship game. Kick is away. It's going to be fielded at about the 30-yard line. 40, 45 at midfield and still on his feet and then brought down immediately, but a nice return by Kelvin Peanut Kirby, who had a nice return there. Kirby gets the ball to midfield, and now the Indians get the ball for the first time.
That easily could have went to the house, and that's a touchdown-saving tackle right there.
First and 10, right at midfield. They're going to come out with an I formation look. They will hand it off in a fumbled football, and it's still loose. That was Kirby who coughed up the football. Chapman had a great chance to get it. We'll see how it comes out of the pile. And it looks like Gaffney was able to recover it, and that's a huge break for the Indians because there were Chapman Panthers all around that loose ball.
You're going to see it on the replay. They almost had it, but that ball squirts loose. It's going to squirt around down there today with the weather the way it is. We got to have great ball security by the offensive teams not to turn it over, but the defense has to be aware that the ball is wet and it's going to squirt out.
Looked like Cameron Dillard came up with a loose football to keep the drive going. They did lose a couple of yards, so it's now second down and 12. And this time they give it off to Kirby again. He tries to turn the corner. Penalty flag is down. He's still on his feet going down the sideline. He will not be caught if this holds. It's a 50-yard touchdown run for Peanut Kirby, but there's a penalty flag all the way back at the 45. The hold will go against the Indians, so wipe out that football in a great effort. He really just kind of had to really just loop this play around, too. He had to still retreat about 2 yards.
He did, and a lot of times you don't want your running back to do that, but he shows some great speed, and a lot of coaches aren't going to get on the players if it results in a touchdown.
Second down and 21. Harvey hands it off once again. This is Kirby. Kirby, 30, 45. He's at midfield. It's a repeat. He will not catch him.
There is no flags on the field. We just saw this play. They did it again.
He just wanted a little more yardage that time.
Exact same play. Here we go. Left with a lead blocker. He breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and then it's off to the races. They're not going to catch him.
It's actually a 60-yard touchdown as it turns out.
Yep, and offensive coordinator Donnie Littlejohn is probably thinking, where am I going to use this guy? Receiver, running back, quarterback?
And this is Kirby on the two-point conversion. He will just go right in standing up, and just like that, it's Gaffney answering, and it's now 8-8 with 1:05 to go here in our opening quarter. Susseman Construction began in 1946. They've completed numerous projects, public and private, in North and South Carolina as an unlimited general contractor. In addition to projects acquired by bid, Bill will also perform design and construction management services. Do you need help with the design of your project but don't know where to start? We'll allow them to provide a feasibility study, listen to your needs, and evaluate the project cost. The managing owner's expectations is paramount to Susseman Construction Company Incorporated. They appreciate your business from the ground up. A lot of fireworks, even though we've got a lot of rain coming down right now. Looks like Peanut Kirby has his own section already. And who can blame him with what we've seen already? 3 explosive plays so far in an 8-8 game.
So far, so good. 2 explosive offense. This should be an entertaining game.
Connor Brown's kickoff is once again short, and the ball is live. It's going to be just recovered by the Panthers, and that turned out to be a break right there for them. They fall on it at midfield. That was Gabriel Watson, the 6th grader, who falls on it, so it's going to be good field position for the Panthers as they had the ball for the second time.
You know, we're looking at short kicks right there, but with the weather the way it is, that can often turn out to be pretty good for the kicking team. Ball bounces around, you get a recovery, now you get another possession.
So they will start this drive at midfield. Ben Rowlands, the quarterback, threw a touchdown pass the first time out. 3 wideouts to the top. Looks to throw this time. They're going to throw long again. It's going to fall incomplete. They were looking downfield for Nelson Crook. He was able to get one hand on it, but couldn't haul it in. That'll bring up second down. Again, plenty of time on the play clock, even though Gaffney huddles up and actually gets the call from the sideline. Rowlands will send all of his receivers to the right side this time, but he's going to actually keep it himself, trying to swing out, and he will not get away from big number 57, Luke Mabry, who drops him for a loss all the way back to the 43-yard line. So that's going to bring up third down and long.
Great job by Mabry right here. Little misdirection, but he doesn't fall for it. He plays his assignment. His assignment is contained. He does just that. He contains the ball, grabs the quarterback. Successful play for the Gaffney defense right here. And Mabry knows it.
Absolutely, he does. It's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. First quarter, I should say. And what an interesting first quarter it was. Chapman had ball control. They used up over half of the quarter to get on the board first, and Gaffney responded with some lightning in the name of Kelvin Peanut Kirby. 8-8 is our score after 1 in the 6G championship game.
If you're hunting for great deals during the holiday season, set your sights on Cherokee Outfitters for all your gift-giving and outdoor needs. From guns and ammunition to bows and arrows, fishing gear, and all the apparel you need to get outfitted, like Carhartt, Ariat, and Wrangler. With a full line of clothing for adults and kids, shirts and pants, jackets and boots, Cherokee Outfitters has you covered. So give the gift of gear this year. Cherokee Outfitters, beside the beach in Gaffney. Happy holiday hunting.
Fred Cunningham and Brian Bratton back with you here at the reservation. 8-8 is our score after 1. Bob Mahalik will join us in a moment. We saw, again, kind of a methodical drive, and we saw some explosiveness.
Chapman came out the gate, first down. A couple of negative plays, but, they used up most of their clock, and then Gaffney got the ball. 2 plays, touchdown.
Man, Peanut Kirby can do it in a hurry, but right now we're going to pick things up with Chapman with the football as we start our second quarter. But at the same time, they are looking now at third down and about 17. This is Rowlands rolling to his left. He throws, and it's going to be nearly intercepted and nearly caught.
Here's a look at it right here. Both players had an opportunity for it, and that ball being slippery, both of them come up empty.
That's Satrin Fat Daddy McDowell on defense. So they're going to go ahead, and this is actually Rowlands. He's going to keep the ball on fourth down. He's going to get nearly to that first down marker, but he's going to come up about 5 yards short as he rolled to his right. He was finally forced out of bounds at the Gaffney 45-yard line, but the Panthers will give it up on downs, and so the Gaffney offense now goes back to work.
Well, you know, they had the 2 big plays in the first quarter, so I think they were thinking, let's just go ahead and see if we can get one of those big plays. They turned it over, and now you give it to a Gaffney team that has an explosive player. This might be a one-play drive again. We'll see.
Harvey with a handoff. This time it's Caden Richards, and Richards is going to be loose. He's in the secondary. He's in Chapman territory, finally pulled down at about the 28-yard line, but a really, really nice run on the first touch of the game for Richards.
Great run, breaking some tackles. I like how he keeps that ball high and tight, especially with it being wet.
Richards and Kirby with big runs already in this game. And this is Kirby again, but he's going to get hit and he's going to be brought down at about the 30 for a loss. Excellent job that time by the Chapman defense. Gabriel Watson, number 60. There's a good look at Watson right there. A loss of 1 on the play will be 2nd and 11.
We talk about containing explosive players, and that's what they did right there. They contained him, grabbed onto him, either let him hit the ground or wait for help, and they did a great job. Now we'll see what happens on 2nd down.
That's Kirby in motion. And they're going to give the ball to the big fullback. He's going to get yardage again. He's inside the 25, down to about the 24 goes Caden Richards. So that's going to bring up 3rd down. It's going to be more manageable now. 3rd down and about 4 yards as he gains 7.
I think we're seeing a little development of a 2-headed monster going on right here. A little bit of power, a little bit of speed with 22 and 21 back in the backfield. It's going to be interesting to see how these two complement each other as the game goes on.
So on 3rd down and 7, of course, the officials just using a towel to cover the football in between snaps. 3 backs in the backfield now for the Indians. And this is going to be Kirby going to the left side, finds a seam, gets a 1st down and more. He's going to go into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. And Gaffney takes their first lead on a touchdown run by Peanut Kirby.
We'll see it right here. A little stiff arm, get to the corner, use your speed, get in the end zone. We got a good player on our hands right here with Peanut Kirby.
Of course, they've had some tremendous skill players in Gaffney over the years, recent years as well. Going for 2 here from the 5-yard line. Harvey at quarterback. He will give it to Kirby, and Kirby will go up the middle. He will go in standing up. So it's 2 touchdowns for Kirby and 2 successful 2-point conversions. And Gaffney has now doubled up Chapman. It is 16-8. Youth Football Alliance of the Carolinas would like to thank Tessner's Body Shop in Blacksburg for supporting YFAC football of the upstate. Tessner's Body Shop specializes in automotive body repairs and painting. They can supply all of your needs from airbag service and repair, alignments, aluminum, metalwork, anti-lock brake service, repair, and much more. They are certified and affiliated with AAA, fully licensed, insured, and bonded. Residential, commercial, or industrial, Tessner's Body Shop can help you. Family owned and have been servicing Cherokee, Spartanburg, Union, Chester, and York counties for close to 20 years. Kickoff is a little deeper this time. It's going to be fielded at the 32, and a nice open field tackle there that time by, of course, Caden Richards, who had some nice runs on that earlier drive as he was able to bring down the Panthers' Micah Oslund, who returned that kickoff, but he stopped at about the 32. So we'll see what they can do here. They've done most of their damage with Rollins throwing the football and running on his own, and he sets up with receivers to his right, and he's going to throw incomplete. He was looking for Nelson Crook, but led him by a little too much, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 15 seconds on the play clock, so they're going to have to kind of hustle here. They get up to the line with Rollins at quarterback. And he will actually keep it on the fake. He's in trouble. He's going to be dropped for a loss that time. Dropped by Luke Mabry, and Mabry with his 2nd tackle for a loss as we check in with Bob Mahalik.
The rain seems to slow down for a little bit for a moment. It quickly picks up again, and it is coming down very heavy. There's starting to be a small amount of puddles that are forming on the field, so it's getting very difficult for the players to get around. And certainly, as you watch this first half, it certainly seems to impact Chapman more, which appears to be more of a finesse throwing team. Gaffney, meanwhile, sort of likes it because they're kind of a north-south running team, and they like running the football. So it appears the weather conditions certainly are helping the home team, if you will, here at Gaffney.
From the 26-yard line, Rollins pump fakes, now steps up, he's going to try to run for it. Still on his feet, 30, 35, and that's where he steps out of bounds. Pretty good run there by Rollins, but as you can see, he winds up well short of the first down. He's a good about 8 yards short, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Rollins, that's a great play by him. He got out of bounds, didn't try to sniff it out, but now it's a manageable situation. You maybe can get 8 yards on fourth down, but if he weren't to get any yards, it really would have been a tough tracking for Chapman to get the first down. But I feel like it's manageable for them right now, and we'll see what happens. Maybe they can pick this thing up. Pressure right now on Gaffney defense.
Brian Oslund, you can see the head coach over there on the sideline as he sends Rollins back out. Clock is running now as we hit 3:45 to go in this second quarter. So fourth down and 8 coming up. Need to get the ball to the 43-yard line. 3 wide receivers, as you can see on the top of your screen, but they will throw it the other way. It was nearly intercepted. That could have been just absolutely gone if Caden Richards could have hauled that one in, but it winds up being an incomplete pass.
Great play by Richards right here. He reads the play out, shoots the gap, doesn't hesitate, and he almost gets himself a prize right there, which probably would have went for a touchdown.
Just couldn't quite haul it in.
Yeah, if he would have got it past him, he might have been running forever.
There's no question. Here it goes, Kirby again. He's going to pick up 10 yards on first down. Kelvin Peanut Kirby has scored twice in this game, and he's got nearly another first down.
Here it is again, great lead block.
Brings up second down.
He almost took out the trophy. I formation. He's going to keep it himself to try to get that yard, and he's going to get that, and he's got actually a few to spare. As he goes inside the 25, they'll mark him down at the 23. So it's a first down for the Indians.
Great surge by the offensive line. Luke got right behind him, kept his feet churning. Not only did he get it first down, but just like you mentioned, he got a little more. Now they're a little closer to that goal line, but more importantly, it's a first down. New set of downs for Gaffney.
Good look at that young man right there. Could be a potential future starting quarterback for the Gaffney High Indians, but right now he is leading this Gaffney 6G team, and they've got a chance to really open things up here against Chapman already with that 8-point lead. And as always, Gaffney's got big linemen. Even in 6th grade, they got big linemen.
They grow them right.
They sure do. 1st and 10. And this is Richards. Richards, he's at the 20. Will cut back in the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Caden Richards to the end zone for the first time. And it's now 22-8 in favor of the Indians.
Here he is, number 22 is running the ball. I want you to see who throws the touchdown block for Caden Richards.
Oh.
There it is.
He blocked 3 guys on that play.
He blocked 3 guys. He's doing his job for his buddy out there. We teach that in football. You can't just be a guy that runs with the football. You got to be able to do more than that. Right there, he throws a touchdown block. Caden Richards scores because his buddy throws him a block.
Man. And now they will go for 2 again, already leading 22-8. I formation this time. It's Richards with Kirby. This is Kirby, and Kirby will take 1 hit going into the end zone, once again standing up. So Gaffney has had the ball 3 times, and they've scored 3 touchdowns, all with 2-point conversions. After trailing early 8-0, it's now 24-8. 2:22 remains before halftime. Chapman right now has 2:22 to go when they get the ball. We know they can throw the football some, as the ball is going to go short this time. It's going to be fielded and just fell on right there at about the 41-yard line. Good look right there.
Ball down on the 41.
Rollins bringing his team out. They've only got 10 seconds on the play clock, so they need to get everyone set in a hurry. They do get the play off. It's going to be a direct snap this time to Phillips, and Phillips will go to the left side, and there's just nowhere to go to. Runs into a slew of tacklers. Omar Adams, big number 78. We saw him in there. Kirby getting up off the ground, so he came up from the secondary to make a hit. There is a look at Silas Phillips, 6th grader, 11 years old. But he goes for a loss that time.